So congrats, you two. We need to get right to it, to the home run. Can you take us inside your heads watching George at bat, and then that happens?
I kind of felt, he's going to get a dribbler. He's going to get maybe a double in the gap. Maybe he'll get a pop fly, and at the very least, we'll get one run in. And then the ball was hit off his bat. And I just leaned back on my right leg as hard as I possibly could, wishing that this ball was going to go out, and Lord have mercy, it did. I can't even begin to tell you what a momentous moment that was.
No kidding. You sound so calm, but I'm kind of imagining that in that moment, your face may have been saying other things. Like, Lena, what was your face doing?
I was actually hiding, to be honest. I was watching the game from home, and I remember just sending a text to my sister saying, deep breath, he's got this, he's built for this moment. And as soon as he made contact with that ball, I'm pretty confident I woke up the entire neighborhood, because it was one of those things where it's something that I envisioned him doing back when he was 7-10 years old in the backyard, and reliving those moments during wiffle ball. So it was pretty incredible.
You're the softball coach, Lena, and I would imagine that, I don't know if you had a gut instinct that this is what was going to happen, but he made it pretty clear that he sometimes listens to you. So I'm kind of curious, what do you want him to hear from you in terms of heading into the Dodgers?
I just want him to stay within himself. I am the youngest of the three of us, and I wouldn't say that he listens to me when it comes to baseball and softball. But he's meant for these moments, and I just want him to continue to be himself, because everyone gets to see the best version of him every day when he's himself. And so this is the fun part. Getting to do it on the national stage.
George, is that what he said to you last night? I'm so curious what he said to you about that moment when you met him.
Well, I don't know if it's so much what he said as opposed to his body language and his facial expressions. It said everything to me, because George is never one to focus on himself. I think he was glad that the team got the win, and that he was able to contribute to that effort. And beyond that, it's not just the team, right?
Yeah.
This is a very unusual organization in the sense that it's the only professional baseball team in an entire country. And I've always felt, I know our family has always felt, extremely welcome in Toronto, extremely welcome in Canada. And I think he felt it was just so reassuring and gratifying that not only did this elevate the team to the World Series, but it elevated the city of Toronto and elevated the country and Canada in general.
You're one of us now, right? You know that.
Well, listen, I've got my Tim Hortons coffee in my kitchen, so I do feel a kinship.
Right on. Even people who I think found themselves kind of newly minted baseball fans, right, were rooting for George after that terrible moment when he was hit in the knee.
It hit him right in the knee. A two-seamer that ran way in on him. He had nowhere to go, and he is in a lot of pain.
George, I think you were in the park in Seattle when that happened. What did you hear around you in that moment?
It was pretty ugly. I think sometimes that we get caught up as fans in a way that doesn't represent the true humanity of each person. I mean, the folks on the other side, they're our opponents, they're not our enemies. And the idea that you would react so negatively by booing him, by gleefully cheering on his injury, I've never witnessed anything like that.
Is he okay?
Well, he'll tell you he's okay.
Now, the kids don't often tell their parents the truth about how they feel, right?
Oh, and he's no different. Trust me, he's no different. I mean, I can ask him how he's doing, and I'll really never get a true sense of his condition. Obviously he was hurting last night, and he found a way to get it done. Not all of us are built like that. He's very unique in that regard. So God bless him. God bless him.
Last thoughts, Springers. I gather there's a wedding coming soon, Lena. That might be conflicting timing-wise with a certain World Series. Are you going to have words with your brother about your moment?
You know what? Absolutely not. This wedding was completely planned around the Blue Jays making the postseason. And so I'm just excited that we get to celebrate him the entire week before. And when it comes to the wedding, that's the afterthought. We've got 4 games to go win.
Perfect. He better show up.
You better.
Listen, George, Lena, thank you so much. Enjoy what is coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.